This is Judd for Boxing Social in Telford, and I'm delighted to be joined by Tunde Ajayi. Dream it, believe it, become it, man. How are you?
Come on, dream it, believe it, become it, all day. How you doing, my man?
I'm very well to see you. Great chance to have an interview with you as well. Look, this fight is to get the ring rust off for Anthony. He hasn't been in the ring since December against Lyndon Arthur. Just talk to me about how you've prepared, how you've focused for this one. It's a bit of an odd one, really, isn't it? Because we're looking towards that Beterbiev fight next year. So, how are you approaching this, mate?
Well, I don't know about ring rust. Professionals, I told you myself and Anthony have always adopted the footballer's mentality in the respect that you play a game. Nowadays, you're back in a training the next day, Sunday. So I don't believe in ring rust. I just believe in, you need the experience of fight night. But in terms of the training, the preparation, it's always the same. It always has been the same. Day in, day out. We prepare for the future, never the opponent.
Look, there is a danger with this fight, isn't it? There's a danger of all boxing. Just spoke to Anthony just now, getting a cut, getting an injury. How much are you concerned about that particular outcome in this fight, mate?
That's your concern.
It's got to be your concern as well, though. It's got to be, surely. Anything can happen in boxing, though, Tony. You know that.
Well, it will do if you keep saying it.
Dream it, believe it, become it, top man. Yeah, but come on, just talk about that, though, because, arguably, you could have just gone straight in for that Beterbiev fight next year. That was something you considered?
Well, it's not like that. As you say, everyone has their opinions, but I just don't look at things like that. And I guess Anthony's exactly the same. We're professional. We came into this game to fight. And an active fighter is a happy fighter. And I mean, everyone's saying it's almost a year, but if you think about it, it's 2 years. Because we waited a year for the rematch. So, and we haven't fought since then. So we're coming up 2 years, and he's only been in the ring twice. So we need to fight. The training has been fantastic. The camp has always been good because we don't really do a camp. We just, as I said, every day. And I don't believe in that danger business. You just look at Anthony's record. It speaks for itself. And Saturday night, get your popcorn ready. Yes. It's going to be exciting.
You've been with Anthony through the ups, through the downs. He's had problems in his personal life as well, and he's come through that tremendously. And and also the inactivity. You've been there through all that. How much has he changed in his personal, the way he approaches boxing? How much has he changed as an individual?
Well, in terms of the approach, it's always been the same, and that's never changed. But experiences mold you and they shape you. Sometimes for the worse, hopefully for the better, most times. And I would say for the better, because it's been noted that Anthony only had 12 amateur fights. So you got to remember, this kid is, this young man before I get beaten up.
Yeah, he's over there, by the way. Yeah, he's listening.
This young man has really just blown onto the boxing scene, really done things that not many people have ever done. A 12-fight novice going into arguably one of the best light heavyweights at the time, Ring Magazine Fighter of the Year twice. Off 12 amateur fights, going into Russia, Chelyabinsk, I'll never forget that name to the day I'm gone. And all these things have created Anthony Yarde, his mindset, and obviously, as you touched on, the other personal issues. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I've seen it. One thing I'm happy about, though, is Anthony's never, ever lost his just happy spirit. He's a person that you can feel it as soon as he walks into the room. And that's great for me. But mentally, physically, he's a beast.
Yeah, and you've been a trainer for many years. Is that something you can teach in an individual, or is it just something that becomes innate in Anthony Yarde?
You can never teach the experience. You can prepare them mentally, even physically, but the experience is a one-off. That's, and it, fortunately or unfortunately, it's the experience that molds you most times, and so you can't teach experience. You got to do it. And again, there's no easy route. If you want to be the best, if you want to be the greatest, if you want to be a person that spoke about in history, you're going to have to be put in a situation where it's great. And Anthony's done that, and he's going to continue to do it.
Look, it's probably the worst kept secret in boxing at the moment. It's been rumours, there's been things published. 28th of January, Wembley Arena, back in his hometown of London, mate. Come on, it's what dreams are made of, isn't it?
Dream it, believe it, become it. Is it rumours, yeah?
There's loads of rumours. Well, you're going to give an official announcement on camera right now, aren't you?
I ain't heard no rumours because I'm not in no one's business, so I don't know.
If that speculation is true, how good is it to have that fight in London?
It's wonderful, but you can't overlook no opponent. You cannot overlook. I'm not looking at. Listen. Sometimes a prospect of that magnitude, it will be almost impossible not to think about going into this fight on Saturday. That's just the realness of the whole thing. But this fighter who Anthony is up against on Saturday has his own dreams and his own ambitions, and this is a massive occasion for him. So we got to take this serious, because this is the one before the one. So me personally as a trainer, I've put everything into this fight. This fight could have been a Beterbiev fight because I've worked so hard, and Anthony is just looking tremendous. Sorry, I'm there choking on my own. Yeah, Anthony's looking tremendous, and we've taken this very, very, very seriously.
Yeah, he's always looking in tremendous form. I mean, look at him all the time. Let's look at this fight as well. What are you expecting from Anthony? How are you I know you approach every fight, like you've said numerous times, the same way. But this particular fight, how are you approaching this one, Tunde?
1, 2, or 3.
And he said that as well. What is this? What is this euphemisms you're giving me? What does it mean? Is that 1, 2, 3? How many rounds is going?
It's a serious word, euphemisms. Yeah, I like that word. Yeah. No, I mean, listen. Again, you can't be overconfident in boxing. You got to take it seriously. But you just need to look at Anthony's record. I keep saying it. It's a record where you're excited, and you don't blink when Anthony fights. He's very contained in his persona, and he means business as much as he jokes. When he gets in there, it's business, and the opponents can feel it. So we'll just have to wait and see on Saturday night live on BT Sports what's going down.
Top man, honestly, I'll get more of you out after the fight on Saturday. But thanks for talking to Boxing Social.